Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm going to do a tier list. I'm going to do a tier list of which characters are worth getting and which characters are not, and which characters you guys should invest in, which characters you guys should not. Before I start this video, this is very opinionated. This is my opinion on which character you should guys focus on. So if you guys disagree with this video and your favorite character is not like S tier, A tier, or B tier, I mean you can guys go build them yourself and check them out and use a guide how to build them and stuff like that. This is just my opinion. I'm just gonna make this clear. My opinion, because I don't feel like getting attacked today. If I'm being honest. Okay, let's start this video. Okay, main character. Main character has 3 elements. He has Geo, Animo, and Electro. Animo, I feel like, is C tier, for sure. Geo, I feel like, is B tier, and I feel like, no. I feel like Geo is C tier, and I feel like, Electro's B tier. With his new electro element he gained, he is a really good support character. But because he has other elements like Animo and Geo, I'm gonna put him C tier. But he is a good character if you invest in him. If you're using him as a battery, as a electro character. Albedo. I feel like Albedo is B tier. I have personally not built Albedo, but I know a lot of people enjoy using him, and I've seen some cool stuff, people using him and stuff. So I'll put him B tier. I don't think so he belongs in C tier because he's a 5-star. I'm gonna put him B tier. Ember, D tier. She needs to be buffed, like, really badly. I think she's, like, one of the worst characters. Except, there's, like, one more character that's worse than her. But I'll talk about them later. But right now, she's, like, the worst 4-star character that I've ever seen. Ayaka. Ayaka, some people don't like her at all. And some people are like, she belongs in D tier. Some people are like, she belongs in B tier. I think she belongs in B tier, yeah. She is a good character, overall. She is a good character. The one thing I don't like about her is her alt. No, it's her E. Yeah, it's her E. Where she just stands there and she can easily be disrupted by an enemy that attacks her. I think her animation takes too long. And her E, I feel like her E is alright. It does do a lot of damage if you build her right. But if you don't build her right, she can be really bad. I feel like she belongs in B tier though, overall. And we got the healer. Healers are not important anymore the further you progress in the story and into Genshin Impact. The further you get, healer characters are kind of trashy. The only thing she does is just healing. And her water thingy that rotates around her is so annoying if you get attacked by when you get attacked by a cryer enemy, because it just freezes you and you just stand there and taking damage. It's so annoying. So I think she belongs in D. I think she belongs in B tier. Overall, people have been using her as main DPS for a very long time, and that's why they put her in D tier or C tier. But if you use her as a support character, she's a easy B tier. She's a really good character that can do a lot of damage as a support character, and it's fucking crazy how much damage she can do if you build her right. Bennett belongs in S tier. People, like, when he first came out, like, in the game, people use him as sub DPS and main DPS, and that's why he usually is in C tier or D tier if you watch all the videos. But the one thing that I don't like about him is his C6. If you have a C6, I think I think he's the his C6 is so annoying. I'm still gonna put him S tier. I was thinking about putting him A tier because of 6, but I think he still belongs. Shangyung, Shangyung, I think he's underwhelming as a character. Because I'm pretty sure by his C6 too, it changes the elementary of your attack, so change it into cryo. So if you're using a character like Diluc, that's a pyro character, or using Razor, that's a physical character, that can actually reduce your damage as a character. So I feel like he belongs in. Actually, he belongs in C tier. He's a really good can be a really good sub DPS if you build him right. Diluc A tier. He used to be an S, but we have new damage dealers, and compared to him, to the damage dealers, he has fallen off so much. But there's no other pyro claimer users, so I think he still belongs in A tier. Diana, I think she belongs in A tier. Diana, she's a really good healer. Her shields are very nice when you need them. If you have Sacrificial Sword on her, she gets really amazing. But if you don't, and you guys don't have Constellation, she can be a B tier. But the more Constellation she gets, she can be A tier. And overall, she doesn't need Constellations to be good. So that's fucking crazy. Threshur's a B tier. She can be a really good battery, and she can be a really good support. If you're using her as a main DPS, she's not gonna perform that well. But if you guys gonna use her as a support and a battery, she's pretty good. Ganyu S tier, one of the best damage dealers out there. She's the one who power crept Diluc, by the way. She and her C6, oh my god, is fucking dangerous. I have seen her use her taunt, because her C6 pretty much, if you taunt, then you aim shot, it's an automatic aim shot, and I've seen her melt shit with it, and it's fucking crazy. But overall, she belongs in C tier. C tier. S tier, I mean. Hu Tao is another good power up DPS character. She's the one who power crept Diluc again. As a power up DPS. She's not that good as Ganyu, but she can be pretty good. She doesn't have AoE like Ganyu, but if you're fighting like a single boss, she can be really good. The S tier. I don't know why everyone shits on Jean, because she's a really good support animal character. She does really good healing, and she does the pulley thing with her sword that's hella funny, where you can just suck them in and you can just push them out. She's sick like that too. Like, that's one of the sickest abilities I've ever seen. She can be a really fun character. Kaya B tier, overall people have been shitting on him for a very long time, but now people have found him as a really good cryo battery, and found him as a really good support character. And the more constellations you get, the better he gets. So I'm gonna put him B tier, but if you guys don't build him right and don't have constellations, I think he's a C tier character. I'm gonna put him C tier. Paching needs help. Where to begin? Paching, compared to other characters, she does not do that much damage. Her teleporting thing is fun, but I feel like she pushes back enemies too far, and you have to run over to them to kill them. So she's pretty annoying with her thing. Her burst DPS, or her ult, doesn't do that much damage, so I think she's D tier. I love her and adore her, but if you have her as C0, she's very clunky, and you're mostly likely going to use her as a main DPS. As a main DPS, she's a D tier, but if you guys use her as a support, if you get her C4, I think she's a B tier. Because her C4 makes her into a support, and she becomes really good. And the more constellations you get, the better. So I'm gonna put her in C tier because I feel like that's much safer to put her in C tier and not to put her in D tier. Overall, she's just clunky. She can make a really good cryo battery, but she's too clunky. One at A tier, she's just a character that can debuff enemies, and that's pretty fucking crazy. And she's a really good support character. If you have her, I would recommend building her. A tier. I will not put her in S tier because she's not that crazy, but she is pretty. If you have Constellation, she can be pretty good in the right book. But if you don't have Constellation, she can be C tier. I have seen her melt some enemies that I would never thought she could melt. But at the same time, she is a Geo mean damage dealer, so I'm gonna put her in C tier because I don't feel like Geo damage dealers do that much, are that good. She needs some help. Love her, adore her, like her backstory. But oh my gosh, she sucks. Oh my god. I don't even have to explain why she sucks. Because everyone knows why she sucks. God. Actual dog water. I love her personality. Oh, no offense. Razor B tier. If you get more constellations, he can push up to A tier. But I feel like with his damage and him being a 4-star, I think B tier is right for him. And I've seen him, because I built him, I've seen him melt some stuff that I would never thought he would melt. So I'm gonna put him B tier. Sukro is another B tier character. If you have her as C0, and haven't built her right, I feel like she can be B tier. But the more constellations you get, she can be A tier. So I'm gonna put her in B tier. Tortalia is just a really good Hydro DPS character. He's just really nice to have. The more constellations you get, the better he gets, except C4. C4 I think messes around with his E, I'm pretty sure. But if you don't push up to C4, I think he's just an A tier character. One of the best anime characters I think that ever existed, because of his suction, is really fucking crazy if you're like in an early game. And if you're in late game, he can still perform very well, but he's not gonna attack the big ass enemies that can like walk through it. And another thing is that most characters, I'm pretty sure, can't even attack the enemies that are in his sucky bubble thingy thing. Most characters can't attack it because he lifts them up in the air. But the characters that can reach, like Ganyu, it's fucking nuts. So I'm gonna put him in S tier. I'm gonna put her in B tier. She can make a really good battery. She is a really good character if you're a free-to-play player, but yeah, she's just a really good character if you build her right. A tier character. If you do get him up to C6, he can be a S tier. But if you got him up to C6, he can be a S tier. But I'm gonna put him A tier because, and one reason only. When he does this dash, he gets further away from the enemy, and you have to like dash back in. It's so fucking annoying, but it's just a minor thing. I think he's still a good character. A tier. S tier, I don't actually have to explain it. Just a really good support. He's the only character I think that has damage reduction on him, I'm pretty sure. And he's just a really good character. If you have him, I would recommend building him. And I recommend building Bennett too. These are the two characters that I recommend the most if you need supports. Oh yeah, and he's a Hydro character, so he can proc, activate Vaporize, and Melt are the two main damages you can do to an enemy. So I'm gonna put him S tier. I'm gonna put her in D tier because now I'm gonna put her in, because of her cleansing. I would put her in C tier, but overall as a character, I'm just gonna put her in D tier. A lot of people are shitting on her, and I'm kind of sad because I kind of like her personality. Zhongli, It's S tier. I don't have to explain either. You know what? What? You know what? Let me explain it. He has the most craziest shields ever. Could ever exist. He can tank a fucking... He can tank an RPG if he wants to. He can take like millions of RPGs and you'll be fine. His shield is fucking nuts. And his ultimate ability or his Q is a really good burst DPS damage. Let's say let's say if I don't have a 5-star character and I can have any 5-star characters, I think I will pick Zhongli over any 5-star character. Because he's fucking crazy, and I think he breaks the fucking game. Rosaria, without constellations, if you don't build her right, she's C tier, but if you build her right and with constellations, if you get a couple of them, I think she's B tier. And yeah. You know, I hated this character so much because how good she is. Actually, yeah. She's a really good physical DPS. She out DPS Razor by a lot. The reason why I didn't like her because I have to replace my Razor and put more investment into her. But overall, if you get a couple constellations and you invest in her, she's an easy A tier. I'm gonna put her in C tier. She's kind of just Ning Wang, but like the power version of Ning Wang. Yeah, she can just stay there. As well, fun factor, he's S tier. I really want him. He's a really fun character. His C6 is pretty cool. Because in his C6, he turns his blade into a fucking animal blade. It's fucking sick. I like him. S tier. C tier. Herb damage fucking sucks. She needs a buff. I just want her to get a buff. If you don't build her right, yeah, she's right here. But if you build her right, I'm gonna put her in B tier. If you build her right, she's B tier. I'm gonna just compare and B tier. A tier, really fun character. Her rolling thing, she can use to go around and dodge enemy attacks, and swirl at the same time, and she can heal. So A tier. And yeah, guys, this was my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was my opinion again. If you guys didn't hear that, and yeah. My throat is very fucking dry. If you guys like this video, can you please like and subscribe? It would mean a lot. It'll help out my sore throat a lot. And, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.